Chelsea come away with the victory 2-0 at full time. Goals from Christopher Nkunku from the spots and Noni Madueke off the bench. Not the prettiest. Got to be honest. Got to be said. Got to be addressed. Got to be spoken about. It was and could have been much, much better. But at the same time, as we saw, as we heard, we heard plenty that wasn't produced from these beautiful lips. Yeah, it's a brand new side, a side that have not played together ever before. And so, you know, take it with a pinch of salt, take it with a grain of salt, because, you know, coming away with a 2-0 win, a clean sheet as well, not something we get every day these days. There are positives to be had, let's be honest. Before we get into things, please do smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and hit the bell notification to be notified of any future content on the channel. And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time. We're going to do this right without the double audio. Ladies and gentlemen, o'clock. Still trying to get used to that one, but again, Chelsea 2, Servette 0, and we go into the second leg a little bit, you know, with you know, some nice cards held close to our chest. We've got a good hand dealt in that sense. We've earned it, I would suggest, because it was a hard-fought win. Servette, you've got to give them what they're, you know, give them their dues. You've got to give them an applause in some sense, because that first half they absolutely dominated, and a lot of the second half as well. They're good on the ball. They're nippy. They're speedy. They're good at getting behind our line and causing issues. We'll be shaky in Switzerland, says Dan. I am one to agree. I am certainly one to agree. If they play anywhere near as good as they did today, then, you know, who knows? Who knows what to expect? Performance-wise, we're going to go through some of the players. I'm not going to waste your time doing player ratings very, very specifically. We'll leave that to the bigger games later in the season, because let's be honest, we're probably going to make it through to the knockout, or the group stages and then the knockouts. But for now, we'll go through it very briefly. But Jorgensen, I would say, a stellar performance. He had to make some crucial saves from time to time, no less. More so than in the first half. It was certainly the man to keep us from going at least 1-0 down. It is a little early to say that he's necessarily competing, but I would say there is quality there from him that we can certainly utilize in games like this. In games like this, where, you know, you're coming up against lesser opposition in Europe. I think someone said that we might play, I can't even think of what their name would be. I've really got to shave my moustache here, because I've got like little fluffy bits down there. Can you not see? I've got little raindrops. Anyway, I digress. I'm impressed. I'm impressed by what Jorgensen put on today. Lincoln Red Imps, that was it. Yeah. Solid performance, maybe even the best performance of the night, I would say. Disasi back in the squads. I won't necessarily sing his praises too much, because I can't be honest. I've got to be honest. I didn't really see too much from him, in fairness, to necessarily say whether or not he was a good addition to the squad since he's been missing. Let's be honest. Tosin, Badiashile, shaky as anything in the first half, but certainly became a little bit more formidable, a little bit more well-tuned as the game went on. The defence became a lot more interlocked, a lot more cohesive, and a lot more well-communicated, I would say, to prevent any leaks happening. And I think we're better for it. I think they're better for it as well. I think their confidence has probably gone up since that first half, let's be honest. But at the same time, Renato Vega, one of the standout players of the day as well. I think really showcased his talents in this game. And a man of the people. He's a man of the people. He likes to go up. He likes to G everyone up. He does, hey, fucking come on, get everyone up off their feet. And by the sounds of things, is more needed than not these days at Stamford Bridge, where, people booing at half time, people booing at full time. We won the game. A win is a win. It is what it is. Caicedo, think he had a bit of a dip in performance this game. I would say it's to be expected, but I don't think that's necessarily a relevant statement in this game. You'd think he'd actually play a lot better. I think he got better throughout the game, much like some of the other players that we've mentioned already. Pedro Neto, decent, I would say. And then the front three, Nkunku drawing in the penalty, scoring the penalty. A fantastic day for him in that regard. But again, a little bit, where's me balloon blowing Nkunku? I want to see more. I want to see more pizzazz. I want to see more of what we know from Nkunku in his previous clubs. Mark Guiu as well. Absolute howler of a miss. A howler of a miss from Mark Guiu. But bless his cotton socks, he really did try. He closed down the goalkeeper on several occasions throughout this game. He just couldn't find the back of the net. Bless him. He really did try. Mykhailo Mudryk, goodness me, certainly got better throughout the end of towards the end of the game. He was a lot more confident on the ball. But fuck me, he's a bag of bones, is he not? My God. My good God. He did try as well. He really did try. I'm sick of having to say that that's all he's done, though, at the same time. I know Alex was joking about it, maybe not pushing it too far, but you know what I mean? Like it just seems a bit of a charity case with Mudryk where it's like, and I don't mean anything malicious by that when I say that, him being, but you get what I'm saying. Like, he gets away with murder. He gets away with murder more than some other players. And I know we still criticize him, but he's just not good enough, is he? He's just not good enough. And I feel like people don't say it enough. I feel people are just a bit afraid to say just how bad they think he is because they're so desperately wanting him to do well at Chelsea because they justify the pay, the cost, and justify this and justify that. And it's just a bit much because let's be honest, let's face the facts. And the fact is, based on what we've seen over the last 2 seasons, he's cack. He's just not good enough. He is not good enough. A loan spell would do him so much better. It really would. We'll see. I don't know. Off the bench, we saw Enzo Fernandez. We saw Cole Palmer. I think he's injured, is he not? He picked up a bit of a knock. Did someone say he was limping off the pitch? Madueke with a fantastic finish from that Enzo Fernandez assist. Malagusto, Romeo Lavia both got minutes but weren't really involved too much to any sort of capacity where you can really criticise or praise in any sort of way. Enzo Maresca, first victory for the club. Hopefully the first of many. It is what it is. Chelsea 2, Servette 0. We move to next Thursday, but first we do have a trip to the Molineux, or is it at Stamford Bridge? Let me quickly check. Where is it? It's at the Molineux. 2 o'clock kickoff. We'll be live, myself and Alex. You love to hear it. I want to clarify as well, for the watch-alongs, there will be watch-alongs every single game this season on this channel with just my face and little old Alex at the top corner. You are going to have to put up with him. If you don't like him, I'm sorry to say, don't have to watch. I would love for you to tune in. Because I can assure you there are going to be some hilarious moments. There's going to be some ups. There's going to be some downs. It will be worth it in the long run. I promise you. You're going to have to put up with him talking because he is also doing the show over on playback.tv/Alex which I will be tuning in to and being live on in just a second back there on their post-game match review, whatever it is. But it is what it is. I had to fight tooth and nail to get this on this channel. He didn't want anything to do with it. He wanted it to be specifically on the playback, which I understand. But I thought build the audience on here again and then move over to playback maybe in the future on an exclusive basis there. But if you want to tune in for the whole season, here is where it's going to be as well as over on playback. There are going to be some perks over on playback that you won't be able to get on here. He was doing... Rufus is barking. There are like props. So if certain things happen, so Pedro Neto scored today, or if Guiu got a brace, he would give out $50 to one lucky person per bet. Likewise, there's some sneaky stuff with playback that allows maybe some people to do some stuff that, I don't know, you might get some nice perks, but you won't get that here. So my plan is do this for a season here, see what happens next season, but please do also tune into the playback streams. The platform is very good, but I would also argue just watch here for the season. Support me. I would really appreciate it. But if it's not for you, hearing Alex and everyone else's voice throughout the stream, then it is what it is. I'd love to have you here, but if not, no problem. No problem. But that's just the way it's going to be. Maybe in the future, maybe next season when this stream, this channel, the watch-alongs are at a much higher level, I might go back to doing solo streams on here. But the numbers have to be big on this stream, on this channel rather, for me to even come close to think about moving to here on an exclusive basis. But you've got to make it worth me while in terms of the numbers. That's all I'm saying. Will super chats be read? They absolutely will, of course. I can mute myself on that stream. Yeah, I was different. I absolutely wasn't, mate. I'm talking to someone. I can't just yap over the top of him. I know he does that, but he's not interrupting me. It's just the way Alex is. He's a very talkative person. He is the host of that particular of the watch-alongs on this occasion. I hate to say it, but he is. It's just the way it's going to be. Like I say, I'm not going to just completely interrupt him whilst he's talking just to make it seem like I'm talking more. I had a right fucking go at halftime. If you were there, you were there. I was, you know, being passionate. I was being myself. Again, these things change. If you want old Harry, the archives are there to be checked. You can watch those again. Either join me for the season ahead, or if not, watch Matisse or Mark Goldbridge. I'd like you to watch, but it's up to you. With that said, I'm off. Have a good one. Please do like the video, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified of any future content on the channel. Again, I'll be here for Wolves and Servette and all the games this season. I love you all. Thank you for your support, whether you're here or not. All the best. My name is Harry, up the Chelsea, and peace.